Hey lifestyle lovers, welcome back to It's E Lifestyle, and if you are new here, welcome. My name is Erica. My channel is called It's E Lifestyle, and it is all about creating the lifestyle that you love. Okay lifestyle lovers, so in this video I am going to be showing you how you properly measure and select curtain panels for your room. In this instance, I am in my bedroom. I have just purchased some new panels for my bedroom, and it's a real simple and easy process. The only thing that you're going to need is some tape measure, which I have here, and I'm just going to pretty much show you how I went through the process of selecting these panels. Now, the reason that I purchased new panels, because once I turn the camera around, you're going to see that I have probably about 4 sets of sheer panels in my bedroom. However, the issue with that was the light was shining through, and it shines through a little bit too early than I would like. So I purchased some blackout panels to go basically on the end of my sheer panels. I prefer the sheer panels in my bedroom because I just like the look of the sheer panels. I just think that it gives more of a lighter vibe versus heavy curtains or blackout curtains across your windows. That's just my preference for my particular bedroom, but I will like to keep my bedroom dark at times, and I can't do that because I have sheer panels. So I purchased one pair that comes in a set of 2 of blackout panels that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, and I'm going to show you how I came about doing that. So there are 3 measurements that you want to focus on when you get ready to select your panels. The first measurement will be the measurement of the actual window. So you want to measure your window. Okay, lifestyle lovers, so just as a demonstration, when you measure the width of the window, you want to measure starting with the inside. If you have trim outside of your window, you also want to include the trim. But in this case, I do not have trim on the outside of my window, so I'm just going to measure the width by going from the inside to the other side. In this instance, my window is probably about 35 inches, okay? So you want to take 35 inches and you want to add 6 inches to each side. That's how you will select your width for your panels. So if mine is 35 inches, if I add 6 inches on each side of the window, that will be 12. In this instance, I went with a 40 because they're going to go on the ends of my window. So I actually don't need 6 inches on each side. I just need 6 inches on one side. The second measurement that you want to focus on is how far you hang your rod from the top of the ceiling to the top of your window. So I would say anywhere from 4 to 12 inches. You definitely want to go as high as you can with hanging your rod. I do not have crown molding on my walls. However, if you do have crown molding, I would recommend to hang your curtain rod right below the crown molding. If you don't have crown molding, I would just go high as you possibly can, which is what I did. This makes sure ceilings appear taller than they actually are, and it actually draws the eye up. So you definitely want to go as high as you possibly can when hanging your rod, but I would recommend a minimum of 4 inches, a maximum of 12 inches, or as high as you possibly can, which is pretty much what I did. The third measurement that you want to focus on is the height. The height was pretty easy for me. I know in my home, all of my ceilings are 8 feet tall. So 8 feet equates to 96 inches. So when selecting my curtain panels, I just went with 96 inches. This results in my panels to kind of like slightly drape on the floor, which is fine for me. I really like this look. If you don't like this look, then you definitely want to select a panel that is less than your ceiling height. I would only recommend to have them draped to the floor or actually kiss the floor. So if I actually wanted the kiss the floor look, I would go with 1 or 2 inches less than my ceiling height. So that will be probably around 94 to 95 inches. But I'm fine with the draping. I like the way it looked. Let me share the curtain panels that I selected. Okay, just to share with you the panels that I'm going to be using. These are made by 2 Pages. They're pinch pleated. I love the look of pinch pleated panels. They're also memory trained. So when they're memory trained, you do not have to keep adjusting your curtains to make them fall or look a certain way. So you definitely want to go with something memory trained. These are 40 by 96, and it comes with this is kind of how they look out the pack. They also come with these little rings, but I purchased my own from Amazon because my rings are gold. So I purchased gold rings, but I'm definitely going to be using these. And let me see. So basically with the plastic hooks, you just insert them into the gap that's at the back of the pleat, and you just add the hooks on. So I've done this before. I know pretty much how it works. So I'll go ahead and kind of show you how you add the plastic hooks, and then I'll go ahead and hang the curtains. Just to share with you the rings that I'm going to be using. These are some gold rings that I purchased from Amazon. So. Okay, so I wanted to kind of give you a look at what the sheer panels look like without the blackout curtains at the end. So this is how it pretty much looks. It has the pinch pleating at the top, and then I have a gold rod with like the marble, I forgot what those things are called, but the rod is from CB2. And then the rings are from Amazon. So I wanted you to get a good look at what it's going to look like, what it looks like before, so you can see what it looks like after. Okay, lifestyle lovers, so I have one of the panels on the end, and just keep in mind I wanted to keep the airy look. I like the look of the sheer panels. It's only when the light shines through too early in the morning. So at night I'll go in and I'll just close the panels. So I'm going to show you how it looks, how it blacks out the light. So this is, I wanted you guys to see, I know the lighting is not real good in here, but this is basically how it blocks out the light. So look at this side versus this side. I've only added one panel, but I'm going to go ahead and add the other panel. But I wanted you to see pretty much, you know, the reason that I got the blackout panels. You know, so during the day, I can like push it, you know, as you've seen it in the last clip. But at night, this is how it would be. So when I get up in the morning, I don't have all of this shining in my face. Okay, lifestyle lovers, so I have added both panels to the end of my curtain rod, and this is how it looks. Of course, at night when I get ready to go to bed, I am going to take the panels and cover the windows, but during the day, this is the perfect amount of light to let into my bedroom. So I love it, and that's it, that's all. Okay, lifestyle lovers, so I wanted you to get a look of how it looks once the sun has went down. So this is later on that evening, and they just fall perfectly. They drape perfectly, as I stated. They do. They are memory trained, so I don't have to keep bothering with them, but I absolutely love how it turned out. Okay, lifestyle lovers, so that is pretty much the way that you can properly measure and select curtain panels for whatever space you're decorating. In this instance, it was my bedroom. I absolutely love it, and I solved the problem of the light coming inside my bedroom too early in the morning. If you are interested in these panels, they will be linked in the description box. Don't forget to do your measurements before you order. If you have any questions or I was not clear on something in the video, be sure to leave your questions or comments in the description box. As always, I love you guys. I hope you're having a great week, a great weekend, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.